Kia ora, I'm David Chaston with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This we get everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock. With news, the IMF reckons the way the Aussie home loan market is structured accentuates mortgage rate pain there. But first in the US, consumer inflation expectations for the year ahead remain steady at 3% for the third consecutive month in March, holding at 3-year lows. For 3 years ahead, they rose marginally to 2.9%, whereas for 5 years ahead, they slipped to 2.6%. None of these are bad levels, but they are not quite where the US Fed would like them to be. The actual current March US CPI inflation level will be revealed on Thursday, New Zealand time. Noticeable improvements recently in German industrial production, US ISM PMI and the Kaizen factory PMI have combined to shift the expectations for the copper price sharply higher. It is now back to levels we last saw in May 2022 and first saw in November 2010. It is an upswing that has been unexpected. But the same is not true for steel prices. Excess Chinese production and export dumping has driven the cost of rebar down to 2017 levels. Their stuttering domestic construction industry is having worldwide impacts in this important corner of the steel industry. Iron ore prices are now at yearly lows too. In Australia, February new lending data shows that the number of loans issued for the purchase or construction of a new home over the past year is holding at its lowest level in more than 20 years. Values are up, of course, but the number isn't. And the IMF has released an analysis that shows Australian households are more sensitive to changes in interest rates than virtually any other consumers globally, because of the combination of the dominance of variable rate mortgages, high levels of household debt and lax spending rules. New Zealand is up there too, but not because of high variable lending. The US Treasury 10-year yield is now at 4.42% and up 2 basis points from yesterday. And the price of gold will start today a little higher by $6 from this time yesterday at $2,335 an ounce, and that's yet another all-time high. And oil prices have slipped the dollar in the US at $85.50 a barrel, while the international Brent price is down a little less at just under $90 a barrel. And the Kiwi dollar starts today at just over 60.3 US cents and up 20 basis points from yesterday. Against the Aussie was softer at 91.3 Australian cents, against the euro were fractionally firmer at 55.6 euro cents. That all means our trade-weighted index starts today at just on 69.3 and up slightly. You can get more news affecting the economy in New Zealand from interest.co.nz. Kia ora, I'm David Chaston.